Hi there, I'm Roger Johnson, and today is September 18th, 2017. I'm at Chichen Itza in Mexico. The archaeological ruins here are from pre-Columbian Mayan civilization. Once a huge city was here, lots of temples and sporting arenas and all kinds of cool stuff. The main event, the main attraction is El Castillo. That's Spanish for the castle, the temple of Kukulkan. That's the big pyramid that's in the center of the whole complex. Very cool. Lots of interesting things about it. One, it's not the original pyramid. There's actually a smaller pyramid, smaller temple underneath it, and then they built this one on top of it. 365 steps in total, and each step then represents one day of the Mayan calendar. The Mayans were really good at astronomy. They knew exactly when stars would show up in the sky and what seasons and all of those. They had it down to a science before science was ever even invented. One of the things that they did in building the El Castillo, every spring and autumn equinox, the sun's shadow from the edge of the pyramid, it's kind of a step pattern going up, it lines up on the side of the main stairs, and it forms the shadow kind of forms the body of a serpent, and then at the base is carved in stone the heads of a serpent. And I knew this, and I thought, I'm not going to come here on the autumnal equinox. Autumnal equinox is only 4 days away. It's the 20th Thursday, and today is Monday. So last night I came in here. They've got after hours where you can come in and look around. You don't get to view the whole site. There were signs saying can't go past here after 4:30, which is when the normal closing hours are. But there was a tour guide, had a small group, and he was leading his tour, and he says to me, hey, if you're patient, wait just about 20 minutes and you'll see that shadow on the side of the steps of the pyramid. But that was cool. I wasn't planning on that. The other cool thing is that only two sides of the pyramid have been restored. The back side is as they found it, kind of crumbly, and not all the steps are there, and it's not. I thought that was almost more interesting than the other side that's all finished and nice and fancy. One of the other big attractions is the ball court. This is the largest ball court in Mesoamerica. The game was, as they understand it, as I understand it, they had a rubber ball. I'm not sure how many guys were on each team. And there were hoops, rings on the sides of the ball court. And the object was to get the ball through the hoop, much like basketball. Unlike basketball, you couldn't use your hands, or unlike soccer, you couldn't use your feet. Very difficult, and I've read sources that said that the loser would be sacrificed at the end, and then I've read and heard sources that said the winner would be. I'm not sure which was which, or which is true. One of the main temples, one of the main locations for sacrifices by the Mayans was the sacred cenote. Because of the geology here in this part of Mexico, there's no rivers or lakes on the surface. It's all underground. And so all over the place, there are these sinkholes, and at the bottom of the sinkhole, there's pools of water. There's some of them in the area that you can go swimming in. This one you can't. It was believed to be the home of the rain god, and so when there was a drought, well, in order to end the drought, you would sacrifice someone. When you're here, you'll see tour groups, or if you're in a tour, they'll point this out to you, but you can see it even if you're not in a tour. If you go in front of the main pyramid and you clap your hands, the echo comes back and it sounds like a bird, which is really kind of cool. I'm not sure if they understand how or why that is. The Mayans apparently did. They were masters at acoustics back in its heyday when this was a bustling metropolis. In addition to the stone buildings, there would have been huts and houses and things all over the place as well. Those, of course, are all gone, long gone. But they do have, there was at least one that I saw I didn't see any others. A reproduction of what one of their houses would have looked like, thatched roof and everything. You walk inside, it was actually quite a bit cooler in there than it was outside. Yeah, I'm glad I did this. I flew down yesterday morning from Minneapolis into Cancun, and then I rented a car, and then you take, there's Federal Highway. It's a tollway, so limited access, divided highway, about 2-hour drive. Got here, found my hotel, and then of course I went and saw the pyramid and stuff. Again, yeah, so I've been here since 8 o'clock, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, so 4.5 hours. I'm going to wander around some more. I'm going to buy myself a souvenir. That's the other thing when you're walking around here. Lots and lots of stands of souvenirs. A lot of them are the same. There's some more unique stuff than others, and but at times it almost feels like you're Indiana Jones making your way through booby traps, trying to get past these guys trying to sell you stuff. Yeah. So from Chichen Itza in Mexico, I'm Roger Johnson.